What is going on, guys? We are talking The Walking Dead Season 7 of the trailer. Now, I only saw this once, and it was really quick, honestly. So there's going to be a lot of things when going back to it that when I just revisit this trailer and breaking it down a little bit, where it's kind of surprised me. Because like I said, I just kind of really watched this a quick glance. But I remember the first time watching it, I thought it was a good trailer. But now that I'm going to start pausing and kind of looking for stuff, it's going to be very interesting. So we're going to get started already. And I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed in the cliffhanger of season 6. I mean, this is stupid that they're making this. I see how they're trying to play it with season 7 trailer. You know, we don't know who it is, this and that. But a lot of things have been coming out where I think we know who it is at this point. Now, I've been also hearing that Negan not only killed one person, he might have killed 2 people. That was originally what I predicted, but I don't know if the names that if it does happen, are going to be the actual people that I thought he was going to do. But I do like this trailer and how they're showcasing a lot of the characters and, you know, their lives and where they've gone from point A to now point B, the present time. You had Michonne, you have Abraham, you had Daryl, you had Rosetta, whatever her name is. Eugene, like, I don't see him dying off at all. Honestly, I mean, if you read the comics, of course, but I think they could stray away from the comics. You have Aaron, you have Daryl. Daryl's definitely a fan favorite. I like how the bat is pointed to Rick, and, you know, it's pointing, they're showcasing the bat pointing to everybody. You know, who did Negan kill? And Jeffrey Dean Morgan is just awesome. And then, of course, the iconic shot of Lucille, barbed wire and all. A little quick look at everybody's shocked face, you know, when that bat is like right there near them. Far and away the top rated series on all of TV. Now, here's the thing. Because of that cliffhanger I thought last season was actually really well done. I think last season was definitely a step up from a lot of the previous seasons. But I thought that cliffhanger was just kind of a slap to the face to a lot of us. I think there's your iconic moment. Do it right there and right now. Don't stretch this out. And AMC stretched it out. And it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off when they do that. I mean, don't. Come on. Just do it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf. But is it the best TV? Is it the best show that's currently on, you know, TV? No, it's not. I mean, Game of Thrones is. Okay, let's be honest, guys. I mean, finally, now that I've seen all the Game of Thrones seasons and episodes, especially Game of Thrones, that's how you do a finale. That's how you do a finale. I'm just saying. Okay, so we see some horses. We see some people. I think that's Morgan. I think that's going to be Morgan and Carol. I think we see a city. So I'm assuming if you read the comics, so spoiler alert, if you just let you guys know, spoiler alert, the kingdom. Now, the kingdom, I remember watching this trailer, and we're going to be introduced to the kingdom. And within the kingdom, we have Ezekiel. And Ezekiel is pretty badass. He's an awesome character. I really like his character, and especially with his tiger. So the kingdom is definitely a major community that's going to be working with Rick and his community and the Hilltop. I mean, there's a lot of communities. We're going to war, baby. We're going to war. That's the focus on season 7. The focus is probably going to be more the first half more on what Negan establishing who the saviors are, and then the second half is going to really establish and really set up this war that we're going to have. So we see some zombies, some walkers. See a guy take like a bucket off one walker in his head. See Dwight. I really like Dwight. in The Walking Dead live action. You know, I think the actor who's playing Dwight is really good too. I think the rivalry between him and Daryl, like I said in my previous videos, is really great. I think his scar needs to be worse. You know, he's like got the Zuko effect. It's not big of a scar, honestly. I think it needs to be worse. And, you know, AMC, yeah. He's pointing a gun. I want to say it looks like Eugene. He has but then again, he doesn't have the mullet. He's pointing a gun at somebody, and then of course we see Negan finally bashing the head out of somebody. He's bashing the head out of somebody. And if I was a guessing man or a betting man, I would say it'd be Glenn. I wish it wasn't Glenn, honestly. I wish they would stray away from the comics. We see this iconic shot of the bat just bloodied. I don't think they're going to really showcase a really gory effect like they did in the comics. We see Carol. Carol was like whining, like she wasn't my favorite character towards the end of the season. I think she needs to become. She needs to get back to where she was. She needs to stop being wishy-washy. Honestly. Yeah. We see Negan, just walking around. Got the crops. You see Dwight. You see everybody else taking a knee while Negan walks. Everybody's showing respect towards Negan. I hope Jeffrey Dean Morgan's very charismatic, and really cusses a lot, even if it's not even super bad words. I don't know who this chick is. It's one of the chicks that kind of is showing Morgan around. I'm glad that Morgan's still around. I think his character was definitely made for the worst in last season. A lot of people were pissed off at Morgan, but I think Morgan could redeem himself, and I think the writers could redeem Morgan these upcoming seasons. So we see Negan still striking, we go back to him still striking somebody's head. So the heart and the head and the adrenaline. We see Spencer talking to the crew. We see Negan with an old woman. I think it's an old woman. We see Negan with the old woman, and he's like serving like lemonade. He's just having a ball. It was kind of funny. Ooh, I like this walker. This walker is just like its arm is all the way out. It's on the road. It's like kind of like stretching out. It's like one of those iconic walkers that we did in the beginning of the Walking Dead series. So I like that, and I like its jaws kind of like missing. Jeffrey Dean Morgan smiling about. See Dwight looking up on the sky. See a bunch of dead bodies around him. It looks like walkers. Car getting hit. It kind of looks like Spencer's in that car. We'll see. Don't know who this kid is. I'm pretty assuming that it looks like he has Morgan's walking stick. It seems like he's like from the Kingdom. They're not really showcasing any of the characters from the Walking Dead, of course, because they don't want to show you who bites the dust. They only show Morgan and Carol because Morgan and Carol, are alive. They're nowhere near that scene. We see Dwight. We see a lot of Dwight. We see a lot of the Kingdom members. Great walker effects. We see Jesus. That's Jesus. Jesus is just taking out all these walkers, especially one walking towards him where there's fire behind him. Okay, we see a car hit a walker. Morgan, a lot of slashing. We saw Negan get on some action. Jesus, once again. Carol. Great walker effects. You see Negan. There's Ezekiel. Ezekiel looks pretty cool. This shot of the farm and everything and crops that really looks like present time, honestly. Present time, where Rick's in his community. Rick's alive. I mean, we see Enid at one part. A lot of focus on Negan and his saviors, and and Jesus kicking ass. Tiger, of course. Shiva. Is it Shiva? Yeah, Shiva. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool shot of the tiger roaring. We see Negan laughing. Alright. Okay. Of course, we see, what's her name? Fuck. It's been so long. We see, fuck, what the hell is her name? The one that was with Glenn, when she was supposed to be a cop. Oh, why am I forgetting her name? Tara. We see Tara. We see what she's been up to. Remember, Tara was way long gone. We see she's with the group. They just need something, They can't showcase the cast. Okay. So that's the Walking Dead trailer. And here's the thing. I love The Walking Dead. I love the comic book. The comic book right now is at a point where it's just, woo! The heart's pumping. I love a lot of things that's happening right now in the comic. The thing about the Walking Dead TV series, however, is I think the best season so far was season 1. I think season 1 had great pacing. I think season 1 introduced a lot of these characters. I think even Daryl was the best on season 1. Here's the problem I have with The Walking Dead. It starts off pretty well. It either starts off pretty well or it slumps. Or it doesn't start off pretty well, but then it gets better towards the ending. We are introduced to Negan. Negan is one of the most charismatic, craziest motherfuckers ever. I mean, he is a badass villain. I love Negan. Negan is just iconic, all right? He swears, he's charismatic, he does evil deeds, you don't trust him. Though you do trust him, but you shouldn't trust him. Like, Negan is better than the governor because he's more energetic and he's more of a character. He's more of a character that you hate, but you like. I hope Jeffrey Dean Morgan captures that spirit. I think he does we know he can with the comedian in Watchmen, but this isn't Watchmen. This is Negan. He needs to differ himself from the comedian and really have him I'm hoping for a great fit. I'm hoping great fit in the glove like Ryan Reynolds to Deadpool with Negan and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Character-wise, I'm hoping when somebody dies that this boosts up a certain character. If this one particular character dies. I'm hoping that it's a little bit of a shock. I'm hoping it's not exactly the same person, or it could be the same person that bites the dust in the comics. I mean, I like the idea of Negan killing 2 people because that's 2 members of Rick's group. That's 2 more members they have to avenge. I said avenge. So, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that who Negan killed, but everybody's 98% probably this one particular character. But I am so hoping that Walking Dead Season 7 is the best season out of all the seasons. It has potential to be the best season of all seasons. We have a lot of communities. We have a lot of great story leading up to a war. This could be fantastic. I think the trailer was good enough for what they could do. They can't really showcase any of these main characters, main cast, because everybody is, you see what happens, AMC? Everybody, they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it. But you can't have a badass, super awesome trailer if you can't use a lot of your main cast. This doesn't make sense for them to really just leave us in the dark on who they killed. We pretty much get the idea. There's leaks. There's a lot of info that we can go on the internet just to learn it. And us, we want to know now. I think it was a mistake to just leave that cliffhanger. I mean, after the season full of cliffhangers, especially with Glenn, why not at the end of the season finally just do it and don't do a cliffhanger? So I'm still pissed off with last season, but I'm hoping this season really kind of showcase enough of the cliffhangers, go straight to the story, go straight for your meat potatoes. It looks like they showcased a lot of walkers, a lot of great visuals in the walkers, liked a lot of the makeups. So I hope the walkers do still a threat, and I hope Negan is the bigger threat, and I hope that they realize that this guy is somebody you do not fuck with. So thank you guys for listening. Until next time, till we talk more The Walking Dead. I'll see you guys later on Dan Mega Death Son. Bye, guys.